Welcome back to Inside Elgin. Interesting conversation with John and Delia from EBRC and ICE there. Make sure you get out there and check it out if you're thinking of starting up a business. Those are the people that you want to speak to, just some of them anyway. Floyd Van Pelt is here from Van Pelt's Office Plus. As many of you know out there, Big Bad Staples is coming to town. We're going to pick Floyd's brain and find out about what Van Pelt thinks about that and how it's going to affect his business. Let's get to Floyd right now. Welcome to the show, Floyd. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah. You have been around a long time. Why don't you give us a little history on Van Pelt's and when you started and how you got to where you are now?
Sure. Mom and Dad moved to Canada in 1956 at the age of 48 with 14 kids in tow.
You only had 14, eh?
Yeah, there was only 14 kids,
Quiet,
and they
house.
all thought they were my mother and father, so it's been a real challenge. I'm the youngest of the 14.
You're the baby.
Yeah, I'm the baby, and they still look at me as the baby. I don't know why, but... So Dad started the business as rental books, Dutch books, in the back room of a house on 25 Hiawatha Street. And we sold some stationery at that time, pencils and rubbers and a few other things like that. And then we moved from there to 717 Talbot, 563, which is just below the Masonic Temple.
Yes.
And then for 30 years at the 456 location.
The old famous, I remember that one as a kid, walking through the aisles, packed right in there.
The creaky floor.
The creaky floors, uneven,
yeah.
everything was uneven. But that made
Yes.
that made it quite a home for you,
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
So you're there for how long?
30 years.
30
we were
years in that location.
Yep.
And then obviously you said the basement was so packed you weren't allowed to have anybody down there, so you
That's
had
correct.
to find a new place to live.
Yes,
And
we
now
had
you're-
aisles that were 2 feet wide down the basement as we had all the stock down there, and so
being paper and fire hazard, that doesn't go so
well,
well.
we won't talk about that.
So you're in your new location now, which is known as the Old Canadian Tire Store, for
That's
those who
correct.
have been around town. Talk to us a little bit about behind the scenes and selling office products. Tell us what people don't know.
Well, the office product industry is a very old industry, and our association in Toronto has done many studies on the buying habits of business people, and one of the things that they've discovered was that when a small business starts, everything that they buy, they want to touch and feel. They want to feel that marker and how it works, and they want to buy that package of paper, and they want to make sure it's the right kind of paper. But as they purchase more and more, their dependency to shop personally becomes less and less. So the first $1,000 per year, they want to touch and feel, but once you get past $3,000 or $5,000, they expect a different level of service.
Okay.
And we call them channels. So we have what we call the retail channel, which is what Staples is in their Staples stores. We also have the online channel, which is ordering online, which we have. And then we have the commercial or the sales reps channel, and where we actually go into the offices and we help in the decision-making process of what to buy and how they can make more money with the products that we sell.
Okay. So what's the difference between what Staples is going to be doing and what you do?
Well, very few people realize how extensive our commercial operation is. We have 75% of our business is now from out of town.
And that's an incredible number.
It is.
That's great.
Yes.
You've obviously been using your phones and your salespeople have been doing their jobs.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And that's been a real effort over the last 8 years. So of our total business, 90% of it is now commercial, which is business to business. So there's still a 10% factor that Staples will be in competitive situation with us.
Okay.
So it is still a concern for us, because who wants to lose 10% of their business?
Sure. That's a big chunk. Yeah.
But because we've been able to negotiate an extra year of them not coming, we feel that we're well positioned, and the transition from going from retail to commercial has gone quite well, especially in the last year, and the risk factor is minimized. So we're not too concerned about the retail operation of Staples at this point yet.
Okay. Now you mentioned the services. You offer a lot of services. We have about 30 seconds before break. Do you want to quickly run through? Oh, we have about 15 seconds. Run through your services.
Sure. I did a comparison of the services that Staples offers and that we offer, and we've come up with a list of 81 services that we offer that they don't offer. Web hosting, web design, graphic design, There's just so many areas that we have gone into that they aren't.
That they don't, so you're not too worried about that. When we come back, we're going to speak to Floyd a little bit more right after the break. Stay with us, please.